example, let's solve 12x squared plus x times the square root of 6 minus 1 equals 0. Solution. Oh, since x and the square root of 6 are multiplying, it doesn't matter if we move them around. So this is the same as 12x squared plus the square root of 6 times x minus 1 equals 0. And this is of the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Comparing these two, we see that a is equal to 12, b is equal to the square root of 6, c is equal to negative 1, not positive 1. We are going to use the quadratic formula. Because the quadratic formula solves quadratic equations. Those are equations of the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. And the quadratic formula looks like this. X equals a big fraction. On the top we have negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c all over 2 times a. Okay, so that implies in this case that x is equal to negative parenthesis plus or minus the square root of parenthesis squared minus 4 times parenthesis over 2 times parenthesis. Let's insert b. b is equal to the square root of 6. It goes here, it goes here. Let's insert a. a is equal to 12. It goes here and here. And now let's insert c. c is negative 1. It goes here. Now it's just a matter of simplifying. This is minus the square root of 6 plus or minus the square root of... Square root is 6 squared. Well, you know the square root and the square are inverse operations. They cancel each other and we just get 6. Here we have minus 4 times 12, which is 48, times negative 1 makes it positive 48. And all of this is over 2 times 12, which is 24. And this is equal to negative square root of 6 plus or minus square root of, what is that, 48, 54 over 24. Now, the question is, can we simplify the square root of 6? No, because there's no perfect square factor that we can get out of that, but we can simplify, here's my side work, we can simplify the square root of 54. So the square root of 54 is equal to the square root of 9 times the square root of 6, because 9 times 6 is 54, and the square root of 9 is 3 times the square root of 6. So on our side work we see that the square root of 54 simplifies to 3 times the square root of 6. So we have negative square root of 6 plus or minus 3 times the square root of 6 all over 24. Okay, that means that we can break this up, because square root of 6 and 3 square root of 6, those are like terms. So I'm going to break this up into 2 answers, one with the plus sign, one with the minus sign. So this one with the plus sign is negative square root of 6 plus 3 times the square root of 6 over 24. That's a total of, let's see, negative 1 of these plus 3 more gives me 2 of them. 2 times the square root of 6 over 24. But the 2 and the 24, they're going to cancel each other, and that leaves 12 on the bottom. So this answer simplifies to the square root of 6 over 12. This other one is with the negative sign, so it's negative square root of 6, and now we use the minus instead of the plus. 3 times the square root of 6 over 24 equals, well, the top are like terms. We've got negative 1 of these guys named square root of 6 minus 3 more gives me a total of negative 4 of these guys named square root of 6 over 24. And that factor of 4 on top is going to cancel with the factor of 4 and 24, leaving 6. So the final answer is negative 1 times the square root of 6, so it's negative square root of 6 over 6. Those are the two values of x that we get. Thus, the solutions, there's 2 of them, are, I'm going to write it in curly set notation. The first solution we got was the square root of 6 over 12, comma, and the other x solution we got was negative square root of 6 over 6. And we're done. Now you might ask yourself, can I simplify these any further? Well, there's no simplifying the square root of 6. There's no more factors on the outside of the radical to cancel with any factors on the bottom, so we are finished.